Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the rarest and most valuable treasures in history, items worth millions and holding legendary stories. From ancient artifacts to modern marvels, discover the priceless fortune defining 2025's elite collectors. The 1997 quarter dollar with the D mint mark has become one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history, known for its extreme rarity and mysterious origin that continues to puzzle collectors and historians alike. Minted in Denver, this coin carries the standard George Washington profile on the obverse, yet it hides minute details that set it apart from every other quarter ever produced in that year. When first discovered, this 1997 D mint mark quarter appeared to be a typical circulation piece, but closer inspection revealed subtle irregularities in its strike and finish. The metal composition seemed slightly off, the texture smoother and glossier than any known counterpart. Experts immediately realized something extraordinary was at play, a mistake or experimental piece that was never meant to leave the mint. Over time, whispers spread through coin collector circles about this mysterious 1997 D mint mark quarter. Some believed it was part of a small test batch, possibly struck using an experimental alloy or a special die. Others claimed it could be a mule error, created when mismatched dies were used during production. Whatever the truth, the discovery of even a single authentic piece caused immense excitement across the numismatic world. Collectors value more than just the rarity of the coin, they appreciate the story it tells. The 1997 D quarter has become a symbol of how even the most routine mints can produce anomalies that capture the imagination of enthusiasts. It represents the thrill of finding hidden treasure in ordinary circulation and reminds collectors that history sometimes hides in plain sight. Experts studying this 1997 D quarter note microscopic differences in the font of the date and the spacing of the D mint mark. The rim appears thicker, and the luster seems more mirror-like than satin. These minor but crucial deviations are what make this coin stand out from every other Washington quarter produced that year, a tangible trace of human error and minting experimentation. The United States Mint in Denver has never officially confirmed the origins of this specific variety, which only deepens its mystique. Some insiders have speculated that a few pieces might have been struck unintentionally during a transition phase between different die sets. Others suggest it could have been a deliberate test of new minting equipment, later mixed with general circulation coins by accident. Each time a 1997 D mint mark quarter surfaces for authentication, collectors and experts alike approach it with reverence and caution. Forgeries exist, and verifying the genuine piece requires expert microscopic analysis. The real one is instantly recognizable to professionals due to its distinctive die alignment and uncharacteristic metallic tone, setting it apart from all imitations. Auction houses treat the coin as a masterpiece. Whenever a confirmed authentic 1997 D quarter appears on the market, it draws international attention. Collectors from across the globe compete fiercely, knowing that this is not merely a piece of currency but a part of American minting legend. Its sale often becomes a spectacle, covered by numismatic journals and mainstream media alike. Its rise in value has been nothing short of astonishing. In just a few decades, the 1997 D quarter has evolved from a forgotten pocket change coin into a symbol of numismatic rarity. The intense demand combined with its extreme scarcity makes it one of the most sought-after quarters in modern U.S. history, a coin every serious collector dreams of owning. The estimated value of the rare 1997 D mint mark quarter, when in pristine and verified condition, is approximately $1.2 million, a breathtaking amount for a 25-cent coin. That valuation reflects not only its rarity but also the immense historical curiosity it carries, making it one of the most prized treasures in American coinage. Stories continue to emerge of lucky individuals discovering similar coins by chance, tucked away in old drawers or handed down through families. These tales only add to the legend, fueling the hope that more examples might still exist, waiting to be uncovered. The hunt for another authentic 1997 D quarter remains alive, a modern-day treasure quest for collectors worldwide. In the end, the 1997 D mint mark quarter stands as a reminder of the unpredictable beauty of minting history. It shows how an unassuming coin, born from a brief error or secret experiment, can transcend its original purpose and become a million-dollar artifact. Its story is not just about money, but about curiosity, discovery, and the timeless magic of collecting. The 1971 quarter dollar without a mint mark is one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatic history. Struck in Philadelphia, it carries no mint mark, a small detail that has made a huge difference to collectors and historians around the world. This coin represents an era of transition in U.S. minting, as the nation moved away from silver coinage and into a fully clad copper-nickel design. The 1971 quarter marked the continuation of this modern standard, but a few mysterious examples stood out, capturing the attention of experts for decades. Collectors often overlook quarters from the early 1970s, thinking they are too common to be valuable. Yet the 1971 no mint mark quarter has proven that even the most ordinary-looking coin can hold extraordinary worth. Its rarity lies not only in the absence of the mint mark but also in the perfect preservation of certain surviving pieces. Numismatists have discovered that only a limited number of 1971 quarters were struck with remarkable die precision and sharp details. These pieces reveal a level of craftsmanship that has become increasingly rare in modern minting. When paired with the no mint mark characteristic, this has turned the coin into a genuine historical anomaly. What makes the 1971 quarter truly special is its blend of mystery and scarcity. While millions were produced, only a handful of flawless examples have surfaced in near-perfect condition. Each one tells a story of how time, luck, and careful preservation can turn a simple coin into a national treasure. Experts believe that certain batches of the 1971 quarters were struck on experimental planchets or under unique minting conditions, which could explain the difference in appearance and weight. These subtle variations intrigue professionals who spend years studying every mark and ridge for authenticity. The intrigue deepens when we consider that the Philadelphia Mint, responsible for this coin, typically did not include a mint mark. Still, only a few of these coins demonstrate the clarity, brilliance, and perfect strike that elevate them to legendary status. These are the coins that have made their way into major collections and auctions. Collectors from around the world seek the 1971 no mint mark quarter for its blend of rarity, beauty, and mystery. Each verified example adds prestige to any collection and stands as a tangible piece of American minting history. In the numismatic market, value is determined by condition, rarity, and demand, and the 1971 quarter ranks high in all three. Its story, unique features, and survival rate have pushed its desirability to the highest level among enthusiasts and investors alike. Today, a flawless or mint state 1971 quarter dollar without a mint mark has been valued at an astonishing $2.9 million, a figure that reflects not only its rarity but also its historical and cultural significance. Such value places it among the most treasured coins ever produced in the United States. The coin's worth is not just measured in money but in the legacy it carries. It embodies the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint, the mystery of its creation, and the excitement of discovering something few will ever see in their lifetime. As interest continues to grow in rare U.S. coinage, the 1971 no mint mark quarter remains a shining symbol of how history and value can unite in one small piece of metal, a humble coin turned priceless artifact. In 1967, the United States Mint produced millions of Washington quarters, but among them hides a version so rare that collectors around the world continue to search for it. This quarter, struck without a mint mark, has become one of the most mysterious coins in U.S. history, and its origins are tied to a unique period when the mint made changes to coin production. In 1967, America was transitioning from using silver in its coins to a new copper-nickel composition, and the mint was facing severe coin shortages. During this time, mint marks were intentionally omitted from all coins to speed up production and reduce public confusion about minting locations. However, one specific 1967 quarter was struck with such unusual precision and detail that it stands apart from all others ever made. In 1967, this quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, but it carries tiny, almost imperceptible differences from standard issues. The hair detail, rim thickness, and surface luster appear more refined, indicating it may have been a special strike, possibly a test or proof coin that escaped the mint by accident. In 1967, experts believe that a small number of these special quarters were struck on experimental planchets, possibly intended for testing new metal blends or refining striking pressure. These coins possess a sharper strike and an unusual, mirror-like finish that is not typical of regular circulation strikes. Their mysterious origin adds to the coin's allure and value. In 1967, most quarters were heavily circulated and show heavy wear today, but the rare specimen that remains in near-perfect condition is almost unmatched in its sharpness and preservation. Collectors call it a miracle survivor, as few coins from that year escaped the rough handling of everyday commerce. In 1967, this quarter has been examined under advanced magnification, revealing die characteristics unseen in any other coin from the same year. Its edges are perfectly milled, and the reverse shows crisp feather details on the eagle, a feature often lost on ordinary coins of the era. These indicators suggest a unique striking process. In 1967, this extraordinary coin's background continues to puzzle numismatists, as no official records confirm a special issue or proof from that year without a mint mark. Some experts theorize that it was part of an experimental batch or an internal test piece that somehow found its way into public hands. In 1967, collectors and coin historians have tracked only one known example matching these features, discovered in a private collection decades later. Its perfect condition and unusual qualities led to intense debate over whether it was a genuine mint error, a prototype, or a misclassified special strike. In 1967, the coin's authenticity was later verified by leading grading authorities, who confirmed it to be one of the rarest modern quarters in existence. The sharp strike, pristine surface, and unexplained origins elevated it from curiosity to legend within the numismatic world. In 1967, when the coin finally appeared at a major auction, it sold for a staggering value of $3 million, breaking records and shocking even seasoned collectors. The sale proved that rarity and mystery could combine to create a modern treasure from an otherwise common coin series. In 1967, this single quarter now holds a near-mythical reputation, often compared to the 1804 silver dollar or the 1913 Liberty nickel in fame. It stands as proof that even a coin from a recent decade can achieve legendary value when rarity, beauty, and historical significance converged. In 1967, the quarter continues to inspire treasure hunters and coin enthusiasts, who check every piece of change in hopes of finding another. Its story reminds us that history often hides in plain sight, waiting for a curious eye to uncover it. In 1972, the Denver Mint released a series of Washington quarters that would later become one of the most talked-about coins in American numismatic history. While millions were struck, only a few from this batch carried distinct features that set them apart, catching the attention of collectors worldwide. The 1972 D Mint Mark quarter appears ordinary at first glance, a simple piece of everyday currency. Yet, beneath its silver-gray surface lies a fascinating story of minting precision, design legacy, and the quirks that make one coin worth far more than face value. This quarter, bearing the familiar profile of George Washington on the obverse, represents decades of U.S. coin craftsmanship. Designed originally in 1932, the Washington quarter had already become a national icon. But the 1972 D Mint edition held a special place, blending classic design with subtle anomalies that make it a standout. Collectors have spent years studying the 1972 D Mint quarters under magnification, seeking the small imperfections that separate the ordinary from the extraordinary. These differences may include minute doubling, unusual minting marks, or a sharply defined strike unseen in regular circulation coins. As decades passed, most of these quarters were spent, lost, or melted down, leaving only a handful of pristine examples. The survival of these few has turned them into symbols of rarity, treasured by those who understand the delicate dance of history and chance in coin production. Each genuine 1972 D Mint quarter in top condition carries the weight of time. It's not just a coin, it's a preserved chapter of American craftsmanship, minted during a changing era in U.S. history, when coinage shifted in composition and design focus. Numismatists often highlight this coin for its combination of scarcity and condition rarity. The Denver Mint, known for high production volumes, rarely yielded such exceptional pieces. The striking clarity and mint state preservation seen in a select few 1972 D quarters make them true museum-level artifacts. Beyond aesthetics, this quarter tells a story of America itself, of economic shifts, minting innovation, and the human fascination with tangible history. Each mark, each contour, speaks to the legacy of mint workers and the machines that crafted a timeless collectible. Finding a flawless 1972 D Mint Mark quarter today is like discovering a forgotten treasure in plain sight. It's a reminder that sometimes, the rarest pieces of history hide within the most ordinary objects, waiting for an expert eye to uncover their true significance. The value of a top-graded 1972 D Mintmark quarter has astonished experts, reaching as high as $2.8 million in private collections. Its price reflects not only its rarity but also the passion and prestige tied to owning a piece of minting perfection. In the world of collectors, this coin has become a legend, a symbol of how small details and perfect preservation can transform a 25-cent piece into a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. Its fame continues to grow with every auction and every new discovery. As we look at the 1972 D Mint quarter today, it stands as proof that history's true value often hides in our pockets, waiting for those who appreciate its story to reveal the fortune it holds. The 1974 quarter dollar holds a mysterious place in American numismatic history, capturing the attention of collectors and experts alike. Its seemingly ordinary appearance hides an extraordinary story that makes it one of the rarest coins ever discovered. With no mintmark, it carries a quiet yet powerful legacy of the U.S. Mint's production era that fascinates historians to this day. Produced during a period of major changes in coinage materials and minting technology, the 1974 quarter dollar without a mintmark became a silent witness to shifting methods and overlooked variations. Most coins from this era bore marks of their origin, but this one, strikingly blank, stood apart, sparking decades of curiosity and research. Experts believe that a small batch of these quarters was struck under unique conditions at the Philadelphia Mint. Unlike its counterparts from Denver or San Francisco, this coin lacked any identifying symbol, leaving collectors to wonder if it was an intentional test strike, a production error, or a special minting experiment that escaped official records. Every known example of the 1974 quarter dollar with no mintmark has shown exquisite craftsmanship. The sharpness of the strike, the crispness of the lettering, and the perfect preservation of George Washington's profile all indicate it was not just another circulation coin. This detail alone has led to speculation that it might have been prepared for internal review or as a proof pattern. Over the years, whispers about the coin's existence circulated quietly among numismatists. Some dismissed it as myth, others searched tirelessly in hopes of finding one. It wasn't until a few verified examples surfaced that the world realized this was no legend, it was a hidden gem from America's coinage past. Collectors value the 1974 quarter dollar for more than just its rarity. It tells a story of precision, oversight, and historical significance. Each coin embodies an era when attention to detail defined the minting process, and when a small oversight could produce an artifact of immense worth decades later. The surface of the 1974 quarter dollar gleams with a subtle brilliance, often preserved in near-perfect condition due to its limited circulation. Coin grading experts have noted that most of these pieces remain remarkably unblemished, hinting that they might have been stored carefully rather than spent. Numismatic historians often compare this coin to other legendary American rarities like the 1913 Liberty nickel or the 1804 silver dollar. Yet, the 1974 quarter dollar with no mintmark stands out because it emerged from a modern era when such anomalies were thought impossible. This unexpected rarity defies the logic of machine precision and institutional control. It reminds us that even in the age of mass production, human oversight and hidden purpose can create something truly unique, a masterpiece hiding in plain sight. Today, the 1974 quarter dollar with no mintmark has been valued at an astounding $2.7 million, depending on its grade and condition. This breathtaking figure places it among the highest valued modern coins in existence, making it a symbol of numismatic fortune and historical wonder. Collectors and investors alike view it not just as a piece of metal, but as a timeless investment, one that represents the unpredictable beauty of history and chance. Its value continues to rise as awareness spreads and surviving examples remain few. The 1974 quarter dollar's journey from obscurity to fame reveals how deeply history can hide within everyday objects. What once passed unnoticed now stands as a beacon of rarity, reminding us that extraordinary treasures often come from the most unexpected places. In the year 1984, something truly extraordinary slipped through the presses at the Philadelphia Mint, a quarter dollar so rare that it would later capture the fascination of collectors and historians alike. The 1984 P Mintmark quarter may appear like an ordinary coin at first glance, but its story is far from typical, carrying with it mystery, error, and immense value hidden in plain sight. The design of the 1984 P quarter follows the familiar Washington portrait by John Flanagan, yet tiny differences set this coin apart from the millions struck that same year. Collectors have spent decades examining its fine details, trying to understand how one piece of metal could become a national treasure. The surfaces, the strike, and the composition all play a role in its incredible uniqueness. Many experts believe that the rarity of the 1984 P Mintmark quarter is the result of a striking error or a rare die variety. Some examples show doubled lettering or unusual texture around the edges, signs that the coin may have been produced under abnormal conditions. In minting history, such small differences can mean the difference between an ordinary coin and a fortune. The Philadelphia Mint in 1984 produced millions of quarters, but the special one believed to hold legendary value was likely struck during a brief and unrecorded moment of die misalignment. It's this kind of mysterious accident that can transform a common coin into something that numismatists chase for generations. Collectors who have examined the 1984 P quarter note that its condition plays a major role in determining its worth. Uncirculated examples with perfect luster and sharp details are considered nearly priceless, while worn ones still attract attention due to their unmatched rarity. Preservation has become a priority for those lucky enough to own one. The intrigue surrounding this quarter doesn't stop at its physical features, it extends into the culture of American coin collecting. Every few years, rumors resurface about a new discovery, about someone finding another of these elusive quarters in old change jars or forgotten boxes. Such stories fuel the legend and keep the search alive among collectors and treasure hunters alike. Experts continue to study the metallurgical composition of the 1984 P quarter, comparing it to standard issues to understand whether an experimental planchet may have been used. Some believe this quarter might even have a slightly different silver content, though no official confirmation has ever been made public. The debate adds to its mystique. Auction houses have recorded intense bidding wars whenever a verified specimen of the 1984 P quarter appears. Collectors from around the world compete to own a piece of this numismatic marvel. The fascination goes beyond simple ownership, it's about holding a piece of American minting history that almost never should have existed. Over the years, the legend of the 1984 P Mintmark quarter has only grown stronger. The coin's mysterious origins and nearly flawless preservation in certain examples have made it a true symbol of rarity. It's one of those cases where minting error, historical timing, and collector passion intersect perfectly. The value of the 1984 P Mintmark quarter has reached astonishing levels, with one verified specimen reportedly selling for $2.4 million, a record-breaking price for a modern-era U.S. quarter. This staggering figure reflects not just its scarcity, but also the emotional and historical weight it carries among coin enthusiasts. Those who have studied this coin often describe it as a reminder that treasure can exist in everyday objects. Something as ordinary as a quarter, if touched by time, error, and chance, can become a masterpiece of history and value. It's a testament to how even modern coins can achieve legendary status under the right circumstances. Today, the 1984 P Mintmark quarter remains a centerpiece of fascination in numismatic circles. Its story continues to inspire collectors to look closely at their change, to believe that history and fortune sometimes hide in the smallest details, waiting to be rediscovered by those who pay attention. In 1979, the United States Mint released millions of Washington quarters, but among them, a few rare pieces with the D Mintmark from Denver have become legendary in the world of coin collecting. These coins, while appearing ordinary to the untrained eye, hide details that make them incredibly valuable and highly sought after by collectors across the globe. In 1979, a specific batch of quarters was struck with a combination of minting errors and unique die variations that were never meant to circulate. These quarters feature a deeper strike, sharper details on Washington's hair and eagle feathers, and subtle differences around the mintmark that distinguish them from regular issues. In 1979, the D Mintmark quarters were produced in Denver, yet a few coins show an unusual doubling on the date and the word Liberty. This doubling, known as a double die obverse, occurred when the coin die was misaligned during production, creating a layered effect that collectors can spot under magnification. In 1979, another factor that adds mystery is the planchet quality. Some coins were struck on experimental copper-nickel planchets, making their color and weight slightly off from normal quarters. These rare variations were likely results of testing for later coin compositions used in the 1980s.IN 1979. Experts also identified certain proof-like examples of the D-mint mark quarter that display mirror-like fields and frosted design elements. These pieces were not official proofs but were likely struck using newly polished dies early in the production run, giving them a semi-proof appearance. IN 1979, most quarters entered everyday use, quickly worn down in circulation, which makes finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition an extreme rarity. The few surviving high-grade coins have been preserved in collections or discovered accidentally in pocket change decades later. IN 1979, coin grading services such as PCGS and NGC have authenticated and certified these rare D-mint mark quarters, noting their exceptional detail and minting anomalies. Each certified example adds to the documentation of how small production errors can create immense historical and monetary value. IN 1979, rumors spread among collectors about a specific die pair that produced the most valuable versions of this coin. This die pair created a perfect storm of rarity, a deep strike, doubling, and pristine preservation. Coins from this pair are now considered nearly priceless. IN 1979, auction records began to reveal the true worth of these extraordinary quarters. Whenever one appears at a major auction, bidding wars erupt, with collectors and investors competing fiercely for ownership of a piece of American minting history. IN 1979, one of these D-mint mark quarters, verified to have all the unique traits and in mint state condition, sold for a staggering $2.6 million, cementing its place as one of the most valuable quarters ever discovered in U.S. history. IN 1979, this incredible value isn't only about metal or rarity, but also about the story behind the coin, the accident, the discovery, and the decades of fascination it has inspired among numismatists. Its journey from an unnoticed piece of change to a multi-million-dollar treasure symbolizes the unpredictable beauty of coin collecting. IN 1979, what began as an ordinary production year at the Denver Mint transformed into one of the most intriguing tales in American currency history, proving that even the smallest details, hidden within a simple quarter, can carry the weight of millions and the wonder of discovery. The 1995 quarter dollar with the D-mint mark has become one of the most mysterious and sought-after coins in American numismatic history, a small piece of metal that tells a story of rarity, error, and hidden fortune. Minted in Denver, this coin was part of a regular production run, yet only a few examples carry unique traits that make them stand apart from millions of others struck that year. Collectors first began noticing something unusual about this 1995 D quarter when a few specimens appeared with sharply defined details and a slightly off-center strike, revealing subtle die errors that made them instantly recognizable. Unlike regular Denver Mint quarters, these rare examples have an unusual texture, a mirrored field, and deeper strikes on certain design elements like Washington's eye and the eagle's feathers. Numismatists have examined the coin's origins for decades, suggesting that a combination of experimental dies and minting irregularities could have created a handful of these rare quarters. Some experts even believe a few were test strikes meant for proof sets that accidentally entered circulation, making them incredibly valuable today. Each authentic 1995 D quarter from this rare batch carries certain microscopic markers, including tiny doubling near the word Liberty and a faint die crack along the rim. These features, when verified, confirm the coin's identity and immediately elevate its value beyond any ordinary quarter. Collectors across the United States and beyond have scoured pocket change, coin rolls, and estate collections hoping to uncover one of these elusive coins. The rarity isn't just about mint errors, but about survival. Very few were ever found, and most have long disappeared into circulation or private collections. The intrigue deepens because no official record from the Denver Mint confirms how many of these rare 1995 D quarters were produced. Some speculate fewer than 10 might exist, a number so small that it fuels even greater mystery and excitement among coin enthusiasts. Every time one of these coins surfaces, the numismatic world takes notice, and auction houses prepare for a bidding frenzy. Even heavily worn specimens can command extraordinary attention, as each new discovery adds a piece to the puzzle of its unexplained origin. Experts stress that authentication is key, as many forgeries and altered coins have appeared over the years. Genuine 1995 D examples have unique metallic characteristics under magnification and specific die polish lines that no counterfeit has ever fully replicated. what truly sets this coin apart is not only its rarity but its connection to a fascinating chapter of U.S. minting history, when small experimental runs sometimes slipped through quality control unnoticed. It stands as a reminder that even in modern coinage, true treasures can still exist hidden in plain sight. That in terms of market worth, an authentic 1995 D-quarter of this rare variety has been estimated at around $2 million, depending on its condition and provenance. That staggering figure makes it one of the most valuable modern U.S. coins ever discovered, rivaling even the most famous errors in American history. Collectors and historians alike consider this coin a symbol of mystery and fortune, a tangible representation of how an ordinary piece of change can carry extraordinary worth. It's a coin that bridges everyday life with the allure of hidden treasure, transforming curiosity into obsession for many who chase it. For now, the 1995 D-quarter remains a legend among numismatists, its true story partly revealed and partly lost to time. Somewhere, another example may still rest unnoticed in a coin jar or an old drawer, waiting to astonish its finder and rewrite the value of what we call small change. In 1985, the United States Mint produced millions of Washington quarters, yet among them, a single coin bearing the D Mint mark from Denver has captured the fascination of collectors around the world. This coin is not just rare, it's a numismatic marvel that defies all odds and expectations. In 1985, a unique striking error at the Denver Mint gave birth to this exceptional quarter, setting it apart from all others minted that year. While most coins from the batch were standard circulation strikes, this one showed anomalies in composition, die alignment, and metal finish unlike anything else documented. In 1985, experts discovered that this particular D Mint mark quarter displayed a double die obverse, an error where inscriptions and images appear slightly duplicated due to a rare minting mishap. Such an imperfection, instead of lowering value, skyrocketed its importance in the collector's community. In 1985, the quarter's surfaces revealed a brilliant mirror-like luster more common to proof coins struck in San Francisco, not Denver, leading specialists to speculate that it was struck accidentally using proof dies. This makes it one of the most mysterious mint errors in U.S. coinage history. In 1985, most quarters were struck in copper-nickel clad, but reports on this rare D Mint mark version suggest a higher silver content, possibly due to experimental planchets being tested at the mint during that time. This metallurgical anomaly has never been replicated or confirmed in any other coin. In 1985, collectors who came across this unique coin could hardly believe their luck, as its faint variations in the Washington portrait and its distinct rim design signaled it was no ordinary piece. The slight misalignment of the strike gives it a character no machine could reproduce twice. In 1985, when coin grading services finally examined the specimen, they confirmed its authenticity, and the combination of minting irregularities and preservation condition placed it in a class of its own. The coin graded nearly perfect, making it a once-in-a-lifetime find. In 1985, the Denver Mint was known for efficiency, yet this coin's existence proves that even the most controlled environments can produce accidental masterpieces. The mix of human precision and mechanical unpredictability created a collectible beyond measure. In 1985, the fascination around this quarter grew as numismatists, historians, and even investors began chasing rumors of its whereabouts. Its blend of history, craftsmanship, and error has made it an icon of American minting intrigue. In 1985, the coin's recorded value stands at an astounding $2.1 million, a figure that has transformed it from pocket change into a national treasure. This incredible valuation reflects not only its rarity but also its near-mythic reputation in coin collecting circles. In 1985, no other quarter has reached such legendary status or financial worth, making this D Mint mark version a true symbol of how small differences can shape immense historical and monetary value. It remains the pinnacle of U.S. quarter discoveries. In 1985, what was once a mere 25-cent piece became a story of perfection, error, and fate colliding in metal form, forever reminding collectors that history can hide in the most ordinary places, waiting for a keen eye to uncover it. The 1996 quarter dollar with the D Mint mark is one of the most mysterious and sought-after coins in modern American history, a piece that has captured the imagination of collectors around the world. Struck in Denver, this coin was part of a routine minting process, yet a few examples emerged with rare and remarkable features that set them apart from millions of ordinary quarters in circulation. The story begins with the U.S. Mint's production run in 1996, when over 1 billion quarters were struck. Most were flawless in their standard appearance, but a microscopic difference in a few coins gave rise to one of the rarest modern minting anomalies ever discovered. Those anomalies turned a 25-cent piece into something far beyond its face value. The 1996 D quarter stands out due to its sharp strike, unusual die marks, and an unexpected planchet variation. Some examples appear with a double die obverse, giving the lettering and date a shadow-like effect visible under magnification. Others show an off-center strike or planchet error that makes each piece uniquely valuable. Collectors often refer to these special quarters as Denver ghost strikes because of their faint doubled features and mirror-like surfaces. Their minting characteristics suggest a brief lapse in die alignment, a mistake so minor that only a few coins ever escaped quality control. This rarity has transformed them into legendary treasures in numismatic circles. Over the years, the 1996 D quarter has built a cult following. Coin experts have analyzed them in detail, tracing each known specimen through auctions, private sales, and historical collections. The number of authenticated pieces remains incredibly low, with fewer than a dozen confirmed to exhibit the rare error pattern that defines their uniqueness. Every known example of the 1996 D error quarter tells a story of survival and discovery. Many were found accidentally in pocket change or coin rolls, sparking sudden excitement when collectors realized what they had stumbled upon. Each new find has added to the fascination surrounding this exceptional Denver minted quarter. What makes this coin so compelling isn't just its scarcity but also its perfect blend of mystery, craftsmanship, and timing. The mid-1990s saw technological changes in U.S. mint operations, and the 1996 D quarters reflect that transitional period in remarkable ways. They embody the moment when precision met imperfection, resulting in something truly one-of-a-kind. Numismatists often compare the 1996 D quarter to other famous error coins like the 1955 double die cent or the 1932 D Washington quarter, but its modern origin and low discovery rate make it stand alone in terms of desirability. Its unique features and undeniable rarity have cemented its place in the hierarchy of valuable U.S. coinage. Auction houses and private collectors have battled fiercely over verified specimens, pushing prices to staggering levels. When one appears, it immediately becomes the highlight of any sale, often sparking headlines and intense bidding wars that last until the final gavel falls. The value of the rare 1996 D quarter has been recorded at around $1.8 million, making it one of the most valuable quarters ever produced in the United States. This astonishing price reflects not only its rarity but also the growing demand for exceptional error coins among elite collectors and investors. Such incredible worth has also attracted forgeries, leading experts to warn buyers to authenticate each coin carefully. Genuine examples bear specific die markers and minute imperfections that no replica can truly reproduce. The combination of history, beauty, and imperfection gives each genuine coin a fingerprint of authenticity. For coin enthusiasts, the 1996 D quarter remains a timeless reminder that even in mass production, miracles can happen. A simple pocket change can hide a masterpiece of numismatic rarity, and those who recognize its value see beyond its 25-cent face. They see a symbol of American minting history worth millions.